Kate Middleton has finally come out.
So to speak.
So to speak. She's been vomiting in the castle.
She hasn't been vomiting, she's had hyperemesis gravidarum, actually.
Isn't it known as super sickness she's got?
Who came up with that? With the laziest doctor in the world. I've forgotten all the Latin I learned. Super sickness. That'll have to do.
It must be horrendous that she can't leave the castle.
Yeah, she's just got a castle. Imagine being stuck in a castle all day.
That's not very nice, but she must be thinking it's a great excuse for getting out some of the crap she has to do.
Ironing all those flags.
Yeah, exactly. Feeling poorly again. I'm not doing it.
Sean, the baby's due on April 29th. It's their anniversary. Are you excited?
I don't know. I mean, I've really struggled to find why this is a story. I mean, if it said scan reveals monkey. I put my tea down here. Hang on a sec.
Joe, how did your parents react to the news?
They love me, regardless.
I think... I just don't know. It literally doesn't raise... Don't mind. I wish them no ill.
We just only need one, don't we? Should just do an X Factor for the Royals, and there's one left, and that's the one I'll give a about. Just can't give a about all of them. They keep saying, oh, they're only 56p each. They go, well, yeah, but it's not about that. It's about not having a choice. If you give me a choice, I'd give that 56p to Leon and June off Gogglebox. They deserve it more.
They like the Royals, though. They'd be upset if you got rid of the Royals.
Now, Leon doesn't like the Royals, does he? Bollocks, I'm having a cracker. That's what Leon is. I did discover this week that apparently Diana used to call Harry the spare heir, which I think is fair play. That's quite funny. I'm surprised if there's a spare heir knocking around the palace, it hasn't been stuck to William's head.
Gabby, you did the coverage of the royal wedding.
Yes, I did.
Will you do the coverage of the... Will you be standing outside somehow?
No, I don't think I'll be called upon to do that. All that, it's a bit ridiculous, isn't it, when they stand outside the hospital going, we have no news to bring you. I can confirm nothing has happened. It's the worst rolling news story ever, isn't it?
The well-wishers outside that hospital made me look normal.
I don't get that generally. You know, when they go to the news and they'll send some reporter to the area to cover some story that's loosely connected.
No, it's always outside the football ground. Just, yeah, there's been a transfer story, and so I'm standing outside some gates.
The player's not here, the manager's not here, and neither is anybody who's anything to do with the deal. This is Brian Wilson reporting from Anfield.
Is that a mug of tea?
This is my imaginary microphone, which, whenever I try an outfit on that I'm going to wear on telly, I always hold my
I thought you were in the rain.
You always do... Sorry, whenever you do what on telly?
So sometimes if I try, like, clothes on that I'm going to be wearing on telly, say I'm going to the World Cup and I'm there for 30 days, I've got to have 30 outfits. When I try them on, I do this thing where I hold this imaginary microphone in front of my... to see what it looks like, which my husband finds hilarious.
Nice to hear someone English with confidence say, when I go to the World Cup and I'm going to be there for 30 days.
You're a Liverpool fan, aren't you?
Yeah.
Tell me, what's the story on Sterling?
Well, he basically said he couldn't do it. Well, someone said he couldn't play for England because he was too tired.
He said that?
Well, and then 24 hours later, he was spotted in the club at 3 a.m. partying. Now, the thing is, I'm a Liverpool fan. He can do whatever he wants. I mean, the lads are... If he's not playing for England and he's not playing for his club, he can have a bit of a break. What's wrong with that?
Apparently, Sterling approached Hodgson, telling him, I'm not on my best form at the moment because I'm feeling a little bit tired.
In fairness to Raheem Sterling,
yeah.
I tried to watch that game and it turned out I was too tired to watch it. So if he was too tired to play in it, I understand. I think I got to about half-time before I fell asleep.
I should say, though, Sterling is teetotal. He was out till 3 a.m. the next day, but he was teetotal and he was up for training the next morning, so...
Times have changed, though. When my dad played for Leeds United, and they were playing Man United away, and he was really badly injured. He had a bruise that goes from your hip bone down to your knee. Couldn't move his leg. And so he was laid up at home. But when they got to Manchester, the Leeds team, one of the players got injured. And so they rang my dad up and said, can you get over here? It was 10 o'clock in the morning, kick-off was 3. Can you get over here? And he said, well, I can't. I said, don't worry, we'll inject your leg. and he had to get the train. I love the idea of him going across the Cross Pennine train on his own, literally holding his football boots, about to play at Old Trafford. And this was like, you know, a top-level football match. Can you imagine Raheem Sterling going, yeah, I'll be on the Intercity 125, I've got my boots, I'll be there for you. And
Did he play?
Yeah, he played.
Did they win the game?
Yes, and they injected his leg with something that, you know, he can't walk now, but it's fine, you know.
But I personally think, though, they should pick all the England team from the Championships and all the divisions below. I don't think anyone from the Premiership, just from the Championship.
You couldn't care. You just care about your team. You could not care less about England, right?
At the moment, I don't really care about the England football team, no.
I think that's is that not? That's quite a common thing.
You get
isn't
so
it?
let down all the time when you're watching a match.
What do you mean you get so let down watching England? Did you not see the season Liverpool had last year?
The NHS, another bizarre NHS government screwed up crazy initiative to stop people getting fatter. I didn't mean to say that sounds so judgmental the way I said fatter, didn't it? I mean, to stop people getting fatter. Because of the cost of obesity to the NHS is huge. I mean, really massive cost. Like, really, a big fat cost to the NHS. A big, blubbery, great, big, wobbly, lard-ass bill. The NHS is going to have to stump up to pay for all the obese tea that people have got caught. They've caught it in their mouths and swallowed it.
What they've proposed is to try and help this problem that Sean has so eloquently and succinctly kind of put in a little nugget for us.
I think I got it across, didn't I?
You got it right over there. Is to give people vouchers as an incentive to lose weight. So you give them a £50 voucher, which I just think is absolutely ludicrous. It's like saying to an alcoholic, if you stop drinking, I'm going to give you £50.
I think the incentive thing's going to work, because I do that in my life already. I have incentives like if I wash up, I then let myself play with fireworks.
You know what would sort out overnight?
Go on.
Ban lying. Morning fatso, that's it. Just no more lying. The main point of the issue, isn't it? It's about the NHS, the cost of the NHS. It's not actually worrying about the individual health of people. And I think we've actually got to a point now. There's a famous speech in Macbeth where he says, I've waded so far into the blood, I can't turn back, and I'll carry on. And I think we're at that stage with obesity, and there's no point trying to turn back. I think we should make people fatter so they have heart attacks sooner and they're not a burden on the NHS. So you'd have, like, you know, just in the street, just like custard pumps, and they just stop off and they just go...
My idea's a lot simpler.
What? Go on.
It's those gladiator travelators at the front of all chip shops. Let's see how much you want a sausage and batter, mate.
They're going for prevention rather than cure because, you know, people's, you know, there is growing obesity in this country. It's been caused by our sedentary lifestyles and, well, mainly the cause is bake-off.
You can't say that. I always think about a balanced diet, you know, if you take sugar and cakes and all that things out of a diet, then it's not balanced anymore. It's like, would you blame, you know, when there's...
Excellent argument. I'll have another slice.
Anything in moderation is absolutely fine.
You can't blame the bake-off, though. I love the bake-off so much, Paul, by the way. And, like, the world is crumbling around us. Nothing we can do. ISIS are taking over the world. There's Ebola on the rise. Kim Jong-un is just going to blow us all to hell, and the Americans won't do anything about global warming, neither will the Chinese. There's nothing we can do, and sometimes all you want to do at the end of the day is just sit down and watch Mary Berry stick her tiny little teeth into a little biscuit and go, maybe, just maybe, we're all going to be all right.